Hi, I'm Dane, and welcome to Devil's Advocate. What's Devil's Advocate, you query? Well, we take a contentious topic and are each given a side to fight for, with the intent of opening our minds, and hopefully yours, to both sides of the argument. Sides are decided by flipping a coin, with heads always representing the affirmative and tails the negative. Simply put, our beliefs are determined by the flip of a coin. This week, I'm joined by Haley, and we will be discussing Santa and the myth that surrounds him. From our earliest moments, we learn about the big fat man in a red suit that brings us gifts every year. Provided, of course, that we make it onto the exclusive nice list. Naturally, reality sets in at a certain point, and by family, friend, or some dickhead in year 2 named Sven, we all find out the truth one way or another. Can the years of joy that the Santa Claus myth provided us as little tykes make up for the sense of betrayal and mistrust brought about by the biggest lie this side of your parents totally not having a favoured child? Or is the fabrication one step too far into the territory of deception? SocialGoober is on top of it, conducting psychological exams and sitting on more Santa's laps than could be considered appropriate to get the answer to the question, should we continue the Santa lie? Are you ready for this topic, Haley?
Yes. I would like to interrupt first, though, because you rudely didn't introduce other people. So this is Hans.
Hans?
Yes, he is a gingerbread man. I got him a few Christmases ago. It was only $5 from Coles. He was pretty cute. So he's joining us today. We've also got Sven here. If you might remember him from such films as Frozen.
Frozen, okay.
And we've got Christmas baby Groot, who you might remember from such films as Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, Christmas Groot was in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
When did he appear?
The end? Okay. So, with all the introductions completed, let's flip a coin.
Sure. Go ahead.
Okay. So, today I have an Australian gold $1 coin.
Yeah.
And it was made in 1995.
Okay. 95.
Yeah. Good things happened. You know, Spice Girls were starting to get popular then, I'm pretty sure.
That's right.
Or was that 96? I don't know. They were on the cusp of getting
popular. Sure. Okay.
No, nobody Google it. Nobody Google that.
Yeah. It also that's also when Barack Obama first stopped his first robbery. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Don't Google that either.
Don't Google. No. Okay. So heads is yes, we should continue the myth.
Okay. Yes.
Tails is no, we shouldn't.
Okay. So tails is kids. We got some harsh news for you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Ready? Are you ready for this? Oops, I didn't mean to. Okay. Ready?
Good for it.
I have heads, so I am for the myth.
Yeah.
Ready? Ding! Okay, never mind.
It makes the ding itself. You don't need to do that.
Okay.
The thing you do need to do is tell your kids that Santa isn't real. Mm-hmm. Because it's damaging them for life.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because they get to a certain age.
But you also don't believe in the vaccines.
What? Yeah. You're screwing me already. No. When they get to an age, say 13, 14, and they're like, hey, Mum, is Santa real? Mm-hmm. And you say, no, I've been lying to you the whole time. Do you think they're going to trust you after that? Did you have trust issue with your parents after that?
No, I didn't, but...
Very trusting.
I also think that there probably are some limitations to it. So, in my personal opinion, I think that you probably should let your kids know by, high school.
Oh, okay. So you're agreeing with me that kids should...
No!
You just said...
No, they're starting to be teenagers by then. You're talking about teenagers, I'm talking about kids. So I think that it's a really good idea because it brings that extra little bit of spirit and excitement and magical to Christmas. Like, quite frankly, the world is kind of shit sometimes. So if you can hold on to, and if you can get those kids to enjoy the spirit of Christmas and the myth of Santa, like, go for it. It promotes them, trying to be good during the year. They get they get rewarded by Santa. They have, with your family, with your mum, with your dad, you put out the, cookies or the milk, the cookies or in my case it was usually cookies or Diet Coke, he needs to say trim. So I just think that there's something so special about sharing those moments if you're an adult with your children or as a child. I remember writing notes to Santa. I remember, putting the drinks out, being so excited with my sister. And I had really good parents who really, continued, did a really good job with the whole thing, different wrapping paper, different handwriting for Santa's labels. They used to eat the carrots and spit it out and knock over the water bowl. And it's just something so magical that, life can be harsh and just hold on to that as long as possible.
Yeah, okay. Life can be harsh. Why are we lying to kids all the way up until 13, 14, 15?
Have you ever heard of someone who is 15 who still believes in Santa?
No, because parents smash their dreams by then. It's ridiculous. You said that it gets kids to be good throughout the year. Mm-hmm. So in order for kids to be good, we need to lie to them. I feel like there should be a better way of getting kids to behave rather than saying, hey, if you don't be good, this magical man will bust down your door and instead of giving you presents, he'll give you coal.
Okay. I think that it's probably, perhaps I said it not very well then. General sense of morality and being a good parent, you should get your kids to behave during the year. However, around the Christmas period where everyone's a little bit silly, everyone's running around, there's kids running everywhere at shopping centres, perhaps a little bit of make sure you behave so Santa comes.
Why can't you just say, make sure you behave or I'm not giving you Christmas presents? Why can't you do that? Why do you have to put some sort of authority figure on it? Why do you have to distance yourself from the blame of my mum doesn't like me anymore?
Well, it's more of a little joke. I don't think it's meant to be as dramatic or harsh as what you're saying it is.
But that's how it ends up being. A kid finds out, say, by finding a receipt for the present that Santa got them in their dad's wallet, and that just crushes them, okay? No, but you find that out, and then you're like, what else have they been lying to me? Mm-hmm. Is the Easter Bunny real? Tooth Fairy real? Jesus real?
Don't delve there. I understand that too, but I always had a thing I did believe in the Tooth Fairy, Easter Bunny. Once I found out that Santa wasn't real, because let's be frank, Santa's the top of the chain. He's the top of the hierarchy.
Yeah.
I stopped believing in the others.
Uh-huh.
But I don't know. I have looked into it, and there's been a whole bunch of studies. If you type in, is the Santa myth harmful for children, into a Google search, all the links that I see pop up at the very beginning is saying that it's not harmful. Some people and parents could think it's deceitful, but it helps with, a sense of, spirit of Christmas, camaraderie, having fun, also imagination. And also at the time that you kind of tell the children, if they quite frankly ask you if it's real, or if you decide that it's probably best to let them know before they go to high school or something like that, children are very resilient. So they found that in the studies that all the benefits that comes from believing in the myth of Santa definitely outweighs the, dishonesty of it not being real. And just because the children are so resilient, they'll just get it over. They're just like, oh, okay. You will be upset at first, but, a few months later.
But why don't we save that upset and just be like, hey, I'm going to give you a whole bunch of presents this year. Why don't you love me more? You could take, where's the blame of Santa's not going to give you a present? You could be saying, I'm going to give you all these presents to show how much I love you. I feel like kids would respect you more if we said, hey, all these presents, they're from me.
Yeah, I understand that, but what about when you compare yourself to other, you don't want to be an arsehole. Okay, so say you're 10, all your friends still believe in Santa. You don't want to be the arsehole who's just like, no, it doesn't exist, because you're parents told you, like, you don't want to be like bitter at 10 and like tell all these other people it's not real because your parents did it. Like, you're missing out on something. And everyone knows it, like, as a child, you know, if you don't have the Roxy backpack, or you don't have this bit of jewelry, or you don't have, you know, anything, like, you feel very marginalized.
Yeah.
So if you don't have that and can talk about that, oh, what are you going to ask for Santa, you know, this, that, with your peers, that could be even more harmful than, you know, later down the track saying that he's not real.
More harmful than the kid who says, oh yeah, Santa gave me a cup and ball. Mm-hmm. And the other one's like, oh, he got me a PlayStation 4 with 7 games with it. Because there's that marginalisation. The kid goes home and goes, why did Santa give that guy a PlayStation 4? I had that on my list. It was top. It's been top for 3 years. But I only got a cup and ball.
Okay, we are in 2016. Do people get cup and balls?
I want a cup and ball.
It's not 1800s anymore. Okay. I 100% understand where you're coming from with that. And I think that should really be something that's taken into consideration as a parent or guardian, that you should not, you sign the PlayStation to your name, mm-hmm. and maybe have less presence on coming from Santa, because I think that's really your responsibility as an adult, because you know that your child is going to go back and tell his other friends what he's got.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's really something that the parents need to think of.
So are you saying that the Jehovah's Witnesses are in the wrong as well? That they
don't do presents?
Yeah, they don't do presents. They don't believe in Santa.
You just got that from Community, didn't you?
It's true, though.
Well, I mean, they would grow up knowing that in the situation that they're in, they don't get presents, because you also wouldn't get it for your birthday either.
Right.
So I think that's a different kind of kettle of fish, because you're already in an environment where you know you're not getting any presents.
Okay. Well, I would keep arguing, but I think I hear someone on the roof.
Santa!
It's Santa! I'm happy to wrap that up there. I want to keep this one nice and quick, because I don't really have arguments against Santa, because I really do think that the myth of Santa is a great thing.
Yeah. And the only thing that I would suggest is that people do need to be a little bit more discreet, or a little bit careful. You know, you hear of people talking in like shops about how Santa's not real, or you know, I was actually found out Santa wasn't real because a family friend told me her daughter was the same age as me and knew Santa wasn't real. I didn't. The family friend told me. Christmas Eve, I was devastated.
Wow.
Yeah. So I think that there needs to be a little bit more discretion about, because it's a hell of a lot easier pretending Santa is real to someone who is, you know, 15 and doesn't believe it. But what happens if they do? You don't want to be that person. You don't want to be that asshole.
True. That's very true.
Yeah.
So how did we do? Did I have the better argument? Did Hayley have the better argument? Is there anything that we missed? Or is there anything that we should have said but didn't? Just let us know down below.
And while you're commenting, make sure you let us know if you have any ideas for other Devil's Advocate videos, or just any videos in general that you wanted to see. While you're doing stuff, make sure you also like and subscribe. We have a Facebook, we have a Twitter, we have an Instagram. So make sure you're following all those channels for all the SocialGoober goodness.
Yeah. Next episode will be Christmas shopping, and should the shops be open on Boxing Day?
Hard no.
Hard
no from me.
Yeah, why's that?
Just nah. Family time. Family time. You can go do shopping later. I also work in retail.
Interesting. And remember.
Hi, I'm Hans, and I'm here to remind you that having an opinion doesn't make you an asshole. It makes you an advocate. Bye.
When my mum was a kid, she stopped believing in Santa because kids told her. And she tried to tell her younger sister. The younger sister said, no, Santa's real. And Christmas morning set up all this stuff to make it look like Santa had come, so that when my mother woke up, her younger sister tricked her into believing in Santa again.